goes into the World Championship match. In a very, very decent match, I have to say. A match in which Roman Reigns was the heel. He worked like... And I even said this to you. I was like, why is he working like a heel? He is beating the you-know-what out of Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins is bumping like...
It's just so strange. Everything about him is so strange right now.
Like, he wasn't a heel because the crowd were booing him. He was a heel because he was doing heelish things.
Yeah. There was nothing that suggested he was the good guy in that match. If you show that to an uninitiated person...
Yeah, they'd be like, why is that big guy beating up the small guy?
Yeah.
You know, which is exactly what was happening for the majority of the match. Really, some really good spots here. Dives to the outside, flips, some really, really good counters.
The pedigree counter was awesome.
Oh, man.
The spear counter.
Into the pedigree.
Yeah. It's great.
Beautiful. Magnificent. I did have a worrisome moment, and I think we all kind of shared it when Seth decided to go with the same spot.
Yeah.
Why are you doing that? There's no need to do that.
Yeah, well, no, I think the reason why they were doing that was for like the whole storytelling stick. It's like when Punk came back from his knee injury, and as soon as he got in, started stamping his leg on the mat to show that it was fine. It's that kind of a thing.
So stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
And showmanship, and well, it's the same thing, really.
Yeah.
And then Seth won, which was a pleasant surprise.
Yes, and not only that, man, he didn't just win. He won
decisively.
Clean.
Yeah.
Like, clean as a whistle. It only took 2 pedigrees.
Yeah.
That was it. It wasn't like, he there was this dusty finish. He beat Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Reigns' first real decisive loss.
In a long
time. Now, this opened up a very interesting question. Why? What happened after? What happened like 20 seconds later opened up more questions and continued pay-per-view way past its runtime.
Yeah,
it was like
it was 15 minutes until the show ended when it was scheduled to end. Exactly. When they started the match.
Exactly. So this was like 10 past 4 our time.
It was about 20 past 4.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
very
late. It was very late. Dean Ambrose came out.
Yeah.
His music hit. Made it very clear he was going to cash in.
Yeah.
Set it to ref, set up the match, and we had our second World Heavyweight title match on this show. Dean won.
Yep. And it was awesome.
It was awesome. People were really, really happy. Now, the show overall gets a B+ from me.
B- from me. There's too much bad on the show to.
Yeah, but the bad.
There's a lot of good on the show, but
like. Look, the AJ Styles John Cena match is one of the match of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
So the fact that was there alone was worth the price of admission. But that's what I get from me. Now we are kind of breezing ahead because we have to talk about not the good guy.
He's being a very
bad guy.
No, he's the bold guy. The very bold guy.
He's the bold guy. Oh man, we should tweet that to him. Tweet that to Roman Reigns.
You were a very bold guy.
Okay, now,
how could you do that, Roman? How could you do that with your mouth?
Okay, so for the people that don't know, and if you don't know,
now you know.
News broke, I think was it on a Wednesday or was it on
Wednesday?
Tuesday? It was Wednesday. So this was after tapings on SmackDown and obviously the 2 matches that he had worked beforehand. News broke that Oh My God's Roman Reigns is on the drugs of some description. Now we don't know what kind of drugs.
We just know that he failed.
He failed the wellness policy for some sort of substance. So we don't know if it was a performance-enhancing drugs. We don't know if it was a recreational drug. But we do know it was a drug of some description.
Yeah,
could be even human hormone growth.
HGH.
We don't know. Like WWE usually do have been very, very good.
He's getting the Randy Orton treatment where we don't know.
We don't know because sometimes we do actually know. And to be fair,
it could have been painkillers too.
It could have been anything, but it was a drug of some description. But at least when Adam Rose got suspended, he released it. He owned up and said that stuff. Now, I would say this as someone who likes Roman Reigns, has no vendetta against Roman Reigns, but it was weird that he didn't do that. So something definitely is up, and I would like to know what it is. But what we do know now is Roman Reigns is suspended.
He'll still be back in time for the pay-per-view, though.
He can be, but here's the thing. He has already worked... There is a belief that WWE knew about this. And that's the way he was defeated. Before you jump in, why he was defeated so decisively. Or there was already talk on a Monday and a Tuesday that Roman Reigns being defeated in such a way was done because of poor ticket sales. Which one do you buy into more?
I don't know, really. I mean, like, the word around the campfire is that Tuna Meltzer knew on Friday that he was going to be suspended.
Is that when they did the test?
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. It's just like, it's what I heard that, like, I think Brian Alvarez knew by Saturday and Meltzer knew the day before. But, like, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if those guys are talking out of their bum. Like at the... I wouldn't. Like, I think from story, like, even just like from a story perspective, I really like the fact that he lost clean.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
It makes Seth way more legit as being the guy who deserves the title.
But when this happened, like, we didn't think it was going to happen because it was both fun and exciting, and the two things that the WWE and creative team will do.
It promotes my idea. My point, though, the fun and excitement only ever happens when it's accidental. This counts as accidental.
But yeah, like, it was so good and enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was. We should have really known that.
It made sense. And we should have known something was up.
We should have known something was up. And I think our fanboyism blinded us from it, where we're like, oh, that was great, well done, WWE. It's like, hold on a minute, they had to do this because
it was a mistake.
It was a mistake. And WWE are the only company in the world that make money by mistake.
Yeah.
That create stuff by mistake. It's like, oh, we created something called Steve Austin. And the Austin 316 thing. Why? Oh, because we took it away from Triple H.
Yeah.
It's like, how are you people doing this?
We gave CM Punk one of the most iconic moments of the decade. Why? We had nothing better. We had to do something.
It's just like
we were backed into a corner. Like,
you know what it is? It's the monkeys with the 1,000 typewriters.
Oh yeah,
writing War and Peace.
Yeah,
it was the best of times.
It was the blurst of times.
That's exactly what happened here. But the real issue from this is now, where do we go? Where do we go, sweet child of mine?
Where
do we go?
Well, the thing is that I think he's still going to be back for the triple threat match.
I don't think so.
Well, it's 30 days, and the match is in like, I think, 37 days.
Dude, but here's the thing, right? One, he comes back, right? It sends a message. Oh, you can go off and you can violate our policy.
Yeah, because this never happened with Randy Orton.
Randy Orton's over.
Yeah,
Randy Orton is over.
Yeah. Roman Reigns is over in the back.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You know,
it's got him this far.
No. What got Roman Reigns this far was, one, being over in the back, but two, he also had the squeaky clean image. He was, he's a dad. He is, he was seen to be dependable. He was supposed to be Tan John Cena.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair to John Cena, at least he's never been caught with anything, but we all probably know why.
Because he's John Cena?
Yeah. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
But I have no proof, so that's just my opinion. However, on paper, John Cena has never had one of these wellness policy violations. So, with with Roman Reigns having one now, a very, very public one, literally days after being the world champion, what message would that send to people, or WWE as a company, when you have this policy and they reward somebody with what would be a world title win? What I think what will happen is, he won't be fired, no way, but he may be punished. I honestly believe that Roman Reigns' time as what we have seen him as is over.
They might just make him heel and put him in mid-card.
Yeah, and that's
which is the best thing for him.
Well, it's the best thing for him, and you know what? He might get up to the top based on that alone. But I think the time now is for Seth Rollins or Dean Ambrose. And then, of course, remember the guys you have coming at their heels: AJ Styles, Nakamura,
Balor, Owens.
It's like,
Zayn.
listen, dude, if you're gonna pull something like that, try not to pull it when you literally have Shinsuke Nakamura on the same payroll.
Yeah.
And AJ Styles literally being the
and
MVP.
Bobby Roode coming in, and Austin Aries, and oh man, like, there isn't really a worse time for Roman Reigns to have pulled this.
And don't forget as well, there's always a chance that Triple H wants to have another match
Oh god.
for one more run.